Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into my Goody Haul report for the first week of October of 2012. Today is Thursday, October 4th, and I consider today the first day of fall. Yeah, I know that the first day of autumn, the official first day, was about a week or two ago, but where I am at, this is actually the first day where the weather has not been over 90 degrees. And it's actually a very welcome change. So I consider today the first day of fall, at least weather-wise, and it's just a nice welcome change. And for this Goody Haul report, it's pretty small. I don't have too many items to share, but I do have some interesting items to share. And we'll go ahead and get started. And I have here a very interesting item. This is a 3-tier, 2-piece expandable shelf, and I can't remember where I saw it. It was either Facebook or a video on YouTube. I can't remember which, but I think it was about a month or two ago. Someone was showing off what they had purchased at Target, and it was a shelf, and a tiered shelf specifically to put action figures on. And the shelf itself was not designed for action figures, but really just, I guess, the kitchen or a cupboard. And I thought that was a pretty neat idea to use. And I think I'm trying to remember, the shelf that they were able to find was a clear acrylic shelf. But I looked at Target, tried to find a clear acrylic tiered shelf, but I couldn't find one. But I did find this one here. And this is basically a white plastic tiered shelf, and it cost about $12 at Target. And it's a 3-tier shelf, which is kind of neat. And also it's got, I guess, a rubberized type liner that's glued into each of the shelves here, which is actually pretty cool. And it's about, it says here, 14 inches across, and can actually expand to 27 inches across. So pretty neat to use on a bookcase or a display shelf for action figures. Although you can see the picture here on this label here, they use some knickknacks, some kitchen materials, and you can see how it expands. It's basically 2 pieces of plastic here, and you can see the other shelf, and you can actually increase the width of the shelf on here. Of course, the top part of the shelf is about 2-3 millimeters higher than the lower shelf, but you can get it pretty much across almost 30 inches, so you can place figures on. And I think that's a really neat idea. Again, I can't remember who had that video or picture. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. If I can remember, I'll make sure to properly credit you. But still, a great idea to use if you have a shelf and you want to display figures. You don't want figures hidden in the back, obscured in the back, because you're using only the level shelf. But with this tiered shelf, you can place figures like the 6-inch figure here, which is nice. Or if you want a smaller figure, a 4-inch scale figure there, and have a nice display across there. And I think that's actually pretty neat. A pretty nice idea. Again, I couldn't find an acrylic shelf, but this is actually pretty nice. A white shelf, especially with this rubberized liner here. And adds some friction or stability on there, so they aren't as easily knocked over on there. So, but pretty cool. And again, I found this at Target. I'm not sure if other retailers would have something similar to this. Hopefully they will. I wouldn't be surprised if they had these. And I did not find this in the kitchen utensil aisle of Target. I found it in the storage area, like for the storage bins. And they had a dedicated section, I guess, for storage for like, I guess, kitchen related, bath related items. So if you're looking for one of these, don't look in the kitchen utensil aisle or department. Go over to the storage areas and you'll probably find something like this. So pretty cool, especially if you want a nice displayed, organized on your shelves. Now, for other items, I was able to find did find this here, the Transformers Prime Skyquake. This is the Cyberverse Commander class series of figures, which is pretty cool. This is the first I've seen of a new wave of Commander class. Pretty nice. Skyquake, and I think they had others. Doesn't show a preview here. I think they had a redecoed Bulkhead. I'm not sure who else is on there, but nice to see a new figure from the Commander class. And I got this one at Target as well for $8.99. Pretty nice. And also at Target, I was able to find this, a Dark Knight Rises Blake figure. And I'm pretty happy to get this one, even though I already have a Blake figure, because I'm pretty happy because the original Blake figure that I got it over at Fry's. I was never really happy with the figure because the likeness looked kind of off, mainly due to the eye application of the paint on the eyes. It really had this intense gaze to the figure, and I was really not happy with it. And then when I saw this particular Blake figure, I was pretty much much more happy with this one, because the eyes on this one is not as intense on the gaze of the eyes. This one's actually better and looks a lot closer to the actor who portrays Blake. Is it Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I think it is? The guy from Third Rock from the Sun. I always remember him from. But pretty happy to get this particular Blake figure. And I'm now ready to bust this guy open to get to the Collect and Connect piece. But pretty cool to get this in. This was $16.99 at Target. Now, also at Target, I did pick up the Avengers on DVD. This one has already been opened. We already watched the movie. But this came out this week, last week, something like that. And pretty good movie. And we enjoyed watching it again. And this one was $16.99 as well at Target. And very surprised to see this here, a Marvel Universe Beast. I was not expecting to see this particular wave at retail at all. This has been out. This wave has been out for a while, but I've never seen it at retail at all. I actually saw the following wave before, actually, finding this particular beast, and it was the only one I found from this wave. And figure 10 from series 4, and there are the other figures from that wave there. And quickly picked this one up because, again, like I said, this is the very first time I've seen it, and it's already October 2012 that I saw this. And this was on sale, I think it was last week, for $8.99. And very happy to pick that up. And also happened to pick up this here. Oh, excuse me, all the phone rings. Alright, sorry about that. I was able to pick up this here, a Magic the Gathering 2-player game set for only $9.99. I was just at the registers at Target waiting to pay for the Blake figure, and I happened to be by the card section near the register and just picked this up. I haven't collected in a while. I did pick up some Avison booster sets a while back, but just picked it up on a whim to see what the new core set is like. This particular set comes with two pre-sorted packs and I believe two booster packs as well. So I'm gonna check that out. And finally, I was over at Toys R Us on the weekend and very happy to see some of the new Hobbit figures. And these were not supposed to be released until the following day on Monday at retailers, but one particular Toys R Us had them out on their shelves already. And I did pick up a few. I didn't pick them all up. I would have liked to, but I didn't. But I picked up a few pieces. We have here the Hobbit Thorin Oakenshield figure, the 4-inch scale figure, which is actually pretty good for a 4-inch scale figure. There are nice details to the figure, to the accessories. Articulation is okay. It's about on par with a Star Wars figure. Although I noticed there's no articulation at the ankles, which is unfortunate. But still a pretty cool, nice detail for the scale, which is nice. I did pick up a few other ones from the 4-inch scale. Picked up Grinna the Goblin here, who looks to be much bigger than Thorin there. And Thorin is a dwarf, actually a tall dwarf for his race. But you got Grinna the Goblin here, and these 4-inch figures were about $10 each. And if you can, I would recommend getting the 2-packs, because the 2-pack here, like Keely and Feely, they're $14.99. So if you find a Thorin Oakenshield in a 2-pack, I can't remember which pack he's included with, get that instead, because it's a little bit cheaper that way. And I know there's a single-carded Bilbo figure, but he's also in a 2-pack with Smeagol or Gollum. So I'd recommend, like I said, the 2-packs here. And here's Keely and Feely, which is, again, nice detail. I like that, especially for 4-inch scale. And I was also able to pick up Dwalin and Balin there and get it into focus. So I believe I picked up all of the first wave or first releases of the dwarves. So of course there are, I believe, 13 dwarves. I can't remember. I think it's 13 dwarves. 5 in the first wave already, so that's pretty nice. And finally I did pick up this as well. The only 6-inch scale figure from the Hobbit line that I was able to locate, and that's Thorin Oakenshield. And I believe in the first wave of releases, Thorin is like 2 per case of 6-inch scale figures. So it looks like someone before me had picked up the rest of the 6-inch scale figures and left the extra Thorin on here. But I'm still happy to find a Thorin figure in 6-inch scale. And you can see in the 6-inch scale, it's actually pretty nicely detailed as well on there. And it looks like the ankles on this one are at least articulated, so that's nice. And some other points. And I did do a quick comparison, size comparison of another dwarf that I had, and that's of course Gimli. And you could see just lining them up side by side that Gimli's a little bit, a tad shorter. And this, of course, is the Toy Biz Lord of the Rings Gimli, the dwarf. He's a tad shorter than Thorin, but I believe Thorin's supposed to be a taller dwarf, so this is actually going to fit well with the Toy Biz Lord of the Rings figures, which is nice. I believe that the company that makes this, I'm not sure who, it's a first-time company, The Bridge. I believe they're going to focus on the 4-inch scale figures. They're going to release quite a few of the 4-inch scale figures, a lot of variety of characters. But I don't think they're going to do the same thing with the 6-inch. It's going to be more limited in scope. But still nice to have these figures. And of course, There's some previews of the other 6-inch figures. It looks like a Legolas and Tariel are going to be included, which I don't believe they're going to be in at least the first release of the movie, as far as I could tell from what I've read. Where they're going to end the first part of that movie, I don't know if they're going to show up, so I'm not sure why they're released as part of this first wave, unless the folks that are making the movie are making some changes. But anyways, pretty cool to see the Hobbit figures, and actually the card is very nice. A nice solid card with very nice card art. I really love this. I'm tempted not even to open this particular figure, maybe finding a second figure to open, because the card art in this is very nice. And even nice information about the Hobbit, and of course the character. So I'm pretty impressed with the company that is producing these figures on here. And again, it's called The Bridge, and from what I understand, this is their first time doing these figures, or doing action figures. So I gotta commend this company. They actually did a pretty good job with the Hobbit line of figures. So very happy to come across them. I haven't seen other retailers selling these yet, although the official release date was October 1st. It seems like Toys R Us are the ones that are initially releasing these. And oh, I forgot to mention the price point. Again, $10 for the single carded, $15 for the 2-packs. And for the deluxe packs, which I didn't pick up, I should have picked it up, I don't know why I didn't. They're about $20, and the 6-inch scale figures are $15. So for Toys R Us, that's actually pretty reasonable. I don't know what it'll be at other retailers, but if you see them, I recommend picking them up if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings and or The Hobbit. I think they're actually pretty good figures. And but this is my casual peek into my Goody Haul report for the first week of October. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.